Hi Pisces, and welcome to your love reading. This is particularly for single Pisces or Pisces who are not involved in a relationship. I've done the relationship ones separately, guys, and if you scroll on my channel you'll find them. And yeah, and so I'm just looking at your cards, Pisces. Give me a minute. There's 5 cards, all specific meanings, and I asked for additional guidance cards for you for the outcome, which was the moon. So you just give me a minute. So where you are emotionally as you enter April is a beautiful place, the Empress. One of the most, you're feeling pretty giving. That's what the Empress is. She represents Mother Earth. She thinks as she gives to the world, so she receives. This is about creativity, prosperity, motherhood, abundance, love, give and take of love, that sort of thing. The Empress emotionally is very in her body, very grounded, very bountiful, really great emotional place. Okay, now it's this card here, okay, is meant to represent why you're in the life position that you're in, okay? So say some Pisces have been looking for love and not been able to find it, that sort of thing, okay? And you've got the 5 of discs. So, sorry, again, I've got another storm, always storms where I live. So you've got the 5 of discs, which 2 strong meanings. There could be some financial difficulties that you've been going under, a very tough life path, okay? There's also a deeper meaning, which is about self-esteem with that 5 of discs. That 5 of discs is feeling unconnected, not feeling good enough, feeling out in the cold emotionally, feeling quite... I always get that 5 of discs. It's like that's a part of you feels that you're outside the world. So the world's out there having fun, and you feel quite separate, okay, quite unloved, basically, Pisces, uncared for. You could be quite drained and quite exhausted. So that is the reason in this reading, okay, just in this reading, and another reading might show separately why you haven't been able to find the love you've been looking for, okay? Now, you've got 2 advice cards, 9 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles is your 2 advice cards. The 9 of Swords is about anxiety and fear, as most viewers know, okay? It's also the shadow card, those parts of ourselves we keep hidden, and it generally goes round and round in our head. We're not good enough, we're not that enough, we'll be rejected. Not a bit like the 5 of discs, basically, okay? But anxiety and fear, this card, it sort of looks into the future and projects all these terrible things that are going to happen. That's what the nine of Swords is, and that's what anxiety is, okay? It's just a state of worry, a state of fear, and it's just the beliefs that the classic example is, you're really rejected at school as a teenager, and you just keep believing that you're going to be rejected no matter what you do. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but that's what this card stands for, okay? The Ace of Pentacles is a really interesting card as an advice card, because the Ace of Pentacles is about a whole new pattern. It's about establishing a whole new way of life. So some of you could be basically creating a new life for yourself. It could be a new job, new house. It can be an overall change of how you view yourself in the world, okay? So sometimes we make these small changes in our lives and they lead to really big places, okay? So we get that new job and our self-esteem starts to rise, okay? We start to just care about ourselves in a more way we sort of value ourselves. And this is all about a new potential. So it seems to be as an action card. This card is saying about moving out into the world, Pisces, and trying to carve a new pattern for yourself. Could be a new college course, something new in a very practical way wants to happen in your life. And that's what these cards are saying. Move out the cycle of the 5 and the 9 and start establishing something new, plant new seeds. Go back to this Empress card, because these two are very, very connected. Because basically the Empress manifests so the Ace is a seed which is born through the Empress, okay? So this is a beautiful cycle of cards, guys. Now your outcome is the Moon and the three of discs. So you're back to this discs energy. So some Pisces could be working as a team with others on a very creative project, on manifesting something, you know. So this could be like a classic example would be having to join with others in the work field to work together to create something, okay? And you've got the Moon with it, okay? So this is your outcome. The Moon is about uncertainty, it's about the unknown, it's about embracing the mystery. And with that 3 of discs, it's maybe saying that there's a potential love interest in whatever this 3 of discs is. So a classic example of the 3 of discs is when you're trying to get something off the ground and you have to meet up with other people to get their help. Okay, so it's working together to do something. And this card is the outcome. So some Pisces might be meeting someone in the work field. Okay. There seems to be a real practical focus, and it's saying romantically, move forward in a very practical way so you can get your desired outcome, which is new love, new relationships. Move out of this 5 energy by being creative, producing something new, joining with others. And you have got the Moon, so still a period of uncertainty, embracing the mystery. And basically what that's saying is, if you meet someone here, Pisces, enjoy it. We can enjoy the mystery without knowing what's to come next. That's what that card is saying to me. But what seems to be the predominant theme is forging a new life pattern here. So this could be a new house, and this could be you meeting with people to get help in doing things around the house. That's a classic example, okay? Going for a new job, this is your new work colleagues. There seems to be grounded action that wants to happen for you, Pisces, basically. And that will definitely move you out of the 5 and move you out of anxiety. But that 9 in the Moon's also very, very connected, because when we don't know the future, that's when worry and fear happens. And it seems to be the way out of this is to take quite practical, quite solid action, okay, towards establishing a new pattern on how you live on a day-to-day basis, Pisces. Okay, listen, I hope this helped. Complicated reading, as usual. It's, Venus is retrograde, so everyone's readings are quite complex this month, which is quite challenging. But anyhow, any advice, Pisces? Go and try a new pattern on how you live your life, new work, new job, college courses. Move out of anxiety and separation and start to join with other people, because that's the feeling I'm getting at what your advice cards are saying. Okay, Pisces, I wish you well. Bye.